Good evening. I just know you guys missed me last night. I'm still sanding. Nothing new. Get this on. There. Yeah, still sanding away. Can't believe you guys like to watch me sand. Now, there was a guy who sent me an email, I hope he got it, about what kind of dope I use. I use Randolph dope. He said that he built airplanes back in the 60s and 70s and they used Aerogloss. Well, that's what I used to use too. And I just love Aerogloss, and I got 2 quarts of it, but you can't get no thinner. So the next best thing is Randolph. Now, Brodak and Randolph were similar. I just feel that for the money, you get a better price at Wix. You get 10% off. If you tell them that stun hanger, you got it from stun hanger. That's put in put in the notes or whatever if you order online that stun hanger sent you, and they'll give you 10%. I just know this is going to look real good come Saturday. With another pint on it, another ounce. Dan, get out of the chair and into the garage. You should be doing the same thing. At least 1 hour a day. But it's the same old thing. Sanding, sanding, sanding. I told you the real work begins now. And there's 2 more sand outs yet to go. Yeah, I think I about got the top wing. Good evening, Montana Farmer. I think I got this one sanded out. We'll do the nose and turn it around and do the other wing. Yep, Saturday it's going to be beautiful. beautiful, as the Minnesotans say. Let's do this nose. This has been sanded back here. Got no peel in it, so that's a good thing. Had some grapefruit peel out there in the end. Bryce from New Zealand. What is it, about 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning there? Oh, that didn't sound good. Don't want to grind anything into it. Good. Now you can do this with triple-aught or quadruple-aught steel wool, but it has to be the non-oiled steel wool. Otherwise, you have a chance for fish eyes. So, I'm using 1,000. I did stop and get some 1,500. They didn't have any 2,000, but it's getting another coat of dope, so I really don't feel it's necessary to go that low. I think 1,000 grit probably be good enough. You see all that clear on there? That's all clear dope that I've sanded off. Yeah. 1 in the morning. Yeah, you guys, I'm sorry about that. But this is after work for me, so get back to St. Louis, I'll start doing some different time shows so that you guys can watch during the day. Now, if you were here to look at this, it's not shiny, but it looks like plastic, because it is. Dope is plastic. I change up the sandpaper. I don't want to grind in any boogers. Get everything out of it. Oop. Need a little elbow room here. That's how tight it is in here. I probably could sand this whole airplane out in one evening. Got a present today from K&S Tubing. Hey, Jonathan. I got 5 links, 36 inches long of brass tubing. I'm going to give one to John. 15 feet I won't use in a lifetime. But it was so cheap, I decided, well, we'll get it all, the bundle. See the clear I sanded off? Getting lighter. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you. I got a dent in the fuselage. I want to show you how to take it out. Let me get that started. Got to warm this baby up. Okay, I got the Monocoat trim iron turned up all the way. John Sukalak. No, okay. Nothing dope is not fuel proof. It's fuel resistant up to about 10%. The fuel, the oil that goes on your airplane is not going to hurt your airplane. That's that's oil. That's not nitro. There is no paint, none, that is fuel proof to nitro above 10%. It's just fuel resistant. Not even urethane. People say, well, I spray mine with spray shine, urethane. Yeah, well, more power to you. Let me put some 15% nitro on it and see what happens. So if you're a slob and you spray fuel all over your airplane, it's probably going to eat off the fuel, the color. Is the colored paint on your airplane fuel proof, or is it just a clear coat? There's no difference between colored paint and clear dope. The only difference is that colored paint has pigment in it. It's all butyrate. As a matter of fact, colored paint will shine just as good as clear. It just won't have the depth. That's what I'm doing here. I'm adding depth. This ain't Bad Chad's shop. I don't put on a gallon of primer and sand with 80 grit. These finishes only weigh 6 to 7 ounces, so this is a 6-ounce finish right now. It'll be a 7-ounce finish after Saturday. No problem. Hey, you guys, beware! I got an email today from PayPal, a money request. Man, it looked legit. It was PayPal logo, PayPal, everything. Had my name on it, everything. Said, call this number to dispute the charge. So I called the number and the guy said, hello, this is John. I am from PayPal. That's not how PayPal answers the phone. He said, you have reached the refund department. Yeah, okay. So, I forward it to, they have a new email address for spoofing. It's phishing, PHISING at paypal.com. And that was a phishing email. And it was a real PayPal email because he was asking from a real PayPal account for money. And if I would have clicked pay, he'd have got $300 or whatever. So I called PayPal and explained to him what the hell's going on, and sure enough, I was right. So be careful if you got a PayPal account. Don't authorize anything you don't know. Because his name is John and he is from India. As soon as that iron heats up, I'll show you how to get it done out. Okay. Why do I use window cleaner? Why not? It's no different, just easy, convenient. I use it to soak my, when I silk span. I use it when I sand. I do a lot of different things that people don't do, but it's nothing secret about it. Get another coat of clear on that. A nice thick, big booger coat on there. A nice windy coat. Then I'll spend 1,000 hours polishing. Let's see if it's hot enough yet. Shit, it's not even on. What the hell's going on here? Oh, there it is. She's on now. See, I got me a K&S box from K&S Tubing with 5 pieces of 1/8 inch brass. It's not annealed, but we can anneal that up. I'm going to make some new. I'm going to come up and then forward. I use John's scrap, so I'm going to give him one of these pieces. Come on out of there. Got to be careful with this. I don't want to poke a hole in the wing with a tube. I did this at work with a cutting torch, and it melted. That's probably good enough. Come on now, shut down. You guys see what I did? I heated it up till it changed color. Yow! Didn't take you long to inspect it either. Don't quench it. Quench it will make it brittle. Okay, let's cut another piece here. Let it cool by itself. Be the coolest, man. When I was in school, you see the flap move. There's no way for me to, there's no way for me to show you without cutting the airplane open. I've shown controls a bunch of times. Let's see, do I have a flap horn here? This is an elevator horn. This is an elevator horn. It has one hole in it. That's what's in the back. The flap horn has two holes in it. So the push rod comes up to the top from the bell crank and then on the flap, and then from the center one to the elevator horn, and that's what causes them to move. I don't have an elevator horn handy here. Right now I'm getting out all the shinies. We'll turn it over and get that dent out here as soon as that iron heats up. Hey, my videos are still up. You know, everything I post is replayable. Go back, search my YouTube page. There's a magnifying. Go on my YouTube page, Stunt Hanger, and up at the top there's a magnifying glass, and it search this site. Search my channel, and type in controls and see what pops up. I know I got a dozen hinges videos. Everybody asks me about my pocket hinges all the time. Let's get this dent out. Okay, you're working on your airplane, you know, after you've had it for a while and you got some hanger rash, let's say. Because it's going to happen. I have a slight dent right there. It's been bugging me. I'll see if I can zoom in. I need to take this off. I get bugged by a lot of things that don't bother people, but it bothers me. Right there. There's a slight dent, and you know, can't really see it, but you can feel it. So how would you fix that? Well, ooh, look at all this garbage here. Have to have a good wipe down with some Prepsol. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is get a paper towel, and we're going to soak it in water, get it nice and sopping wet. So I got this paper towel, it's nice and wet. We're going to set it right there, and we know that it's right there. I'll get this little Monocoat trim iron. And it came right out. That's just that easy. Don't overheat it because it will burn the paint. Okay, unplug it. Yep, could use another go. Could use another go here, right there. Ever so slightly. Let me plug this back in. Ever so slightly now. It's very, very small. A lot better than it was. And if you're going to have a model you're going to take to the Nats or whatever, and you're going to fly it, you're going to have to learn how to do this stuff. Because if you're flying it, it's going to get rash. Let me let this heat up a little more. And get some more water on this rag. What it is the steam from this towel draws the dent up. You can do it with a blow, you know, a heat gun too, but it got away from me on the top. So Get no better than that, I guess. Ain't perfect, but 100% better than it was. Oh yeah. Bet if I keep going, I can get it all out. Get it all out or burn the paint, one. About got it. Come on now, let's go. Ooh, it's hot. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get, I think. Very slight, about the size of a BB. Now, it'll just have to do. Oh yeah. I can still feel it, but if somebody's looking at it that close, they're standing too damn close. Let's sand this out here. Looks like I missed some spots there. Missed some spots. And I'm sanding this flat surface with a block. I sanded the round surfaces and the open bays by hand. Alrighty, I got that. Boy, I washed my hands like 5 times and they're still. I'm putting this stupid lift gate on at work and it's a greasy old truck. Well, if you come back tomorrow night, which is Thursday night, I'll be sanding on the bottom of the wing. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Yep, Saturday she's going to get another beauty coat. And it's a vanity coat. I want this to be just as shiny as the Monado. And the only way to get it that way is more dope. Everybody always asks me, why don't you put that extra coat on? Well, I'm worried about weight. And this airplane is light enough. I bet it's down to 55 3/4 now. It's been sitting for a few days. Yeah, gotta spill it. Don't forget to spill it. Doesn't matter. This ain't a spelling contest here. I can't spell for crap either. I use autocorrect and auto spelling and we'll stay an hour. We'll stay an hour. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, it clears pretty light. I just started to break through on the red, so we're going to stop on that. Because I ain't spraying no more red on it. That dent came just about all out. Got a hard spot there. Get rid of this ring. We get rid of that. I'm not going to sand any on this because there's not enough clear on this to sand really. Now I guess we got 20 minutes or so left on this session. I guess we can start sanding this. I've still got to finish my landing gear legs, get them primed up. Probably won't do that till I go to St. Louis and okay, let's turn her around and start sanding. Boy, rough as a cob. Okay, where are you? Here we are. So I spent another 20 bucks on sandpaper. Probably $150 worth of sandpaper in this airplane. Those are things that you just don't think about it. Yeah. Bottom turned out better than the top. Gonna have to work the top. Got a couple spots I'm gonna have to fix in St. Louis with some white. And of course the green on the canopy, gotta redo it. I got the paint in St. Louis for that. Thank you, RC Fred. It'll look awesome when it's done. She'll really shine. It'll really shine and be a wall banger if I go overboard. I can hear pebble grinding. I gotta stop on that side. 42, got 15 minutes left. I could polish it from here and not gain any weight, but what happens is I'm going to spin that buffing wheel, and I stand a chance of taking off an ink line because there's not enough clear on this. There's like 2 coats airbrushed and 2 coats regular, and I've sanded half of that off. So. Trying to make it smooth. Gotta be smooth. I think the hardest sanding on it is the bone out. Yeah, Super Chat is that. Go down to that dollar bill sign down there, click on that, throw me a tip. Haven't been getting many of them. Times are tough. You can also do it. Hey, there we go, RC Fred. Thank you very much. show that one in the chat. Times are tough. Thank you very much. The biggest super chat I ever got was from a guy I never heard of from England. He super chatted me £100, and that's just a little over $100. Couldn't believe it. I guess the videos helped him. Not the size of the chat though, it's just a thought. If the videos help, please help me. Yeah, this is going to get another sand. A good first round, but I can see that could use some more. Oh, I was mentioning, if the video is over, there's a super thanks. That's a little heart icon down in the bottom, and if you can't see it, hit the 3 dots and it'll show up. Super thanks. That's the same as the super chat, only I'm not online at that time. If the video helps you, you can thank me that way. The most important thing is that you guys are paid subscribers. That $4.95 really helps out. What do you guys think? Is this all this worth it? Well, before I go, I want to show you, I annealed that tubing. I want to show you how easy it is to bend before I get off here. Now if you were here, you could see that second sanding flattened all the shinies out. So it's just like a sheet of metal now, or plastic. And that's what you're looking for. Especially when you get ready to buff. So when I bone this out with 5,000 grit sandpaper, it'll be completely flat and dull. And then you got to bring up the shine with compound. You know, building the airplane is simple. Really simple. Straightforward. Glue the stuff together, sand it, shape it, grind it, whatever you got to do. Finishing the airplane is an art. And a good paint job is never done, it's only abandoned. I'll just say, well, I've had enough. Because it can always get better. Okay, I just flattened that part out. I gotta do this tip here. Tip and first spot there. Open bays are the hardest because you really can't push that hard on them without, and you got to stay off the edges without sanding through the paper or ripping it. Take your time. Ain't no big deal. Airplane's about 3 times as hard as a car to paint, because you can really lay the paint on, hide a lot of stuff with car paint. But if you don't want a wall banger, you can't use any paint. Remember, this airplane has 1 quart of dope on it. That's it so far. We're cheating, and I'm going to add some more top coat. What I'll do is I'll put 1 good heavy coat on Saturday and weigh it. Depending on what it weighs is whether I'll shoot the rest of it on. One pint is 2 coats. One pint of thinned or unthinned material is 2 coats of dope. Thinned out to be a quart. So 1 quart of thin is 2 quarts of dope. 1 quart of thin is 2 coats of dope on the airplane. Okay, I'll show you before the end of the day here. Okay, I heated that 1/8 inch brass tubing and burnt myself doing it. You can't bend this end without kinking it, but heating it like I did there, I'm going to keep working it till I get a 90 on it. But So now I want to bend it this way. Oh, shit. They sell a little spring that you can use to help bend this, but I don't have one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to paint the hubs. They're 3 grams lighter than them aluminum wheels, so that's 6 grams. We're going to leave the light wheels on it. Yeah, I think I bent it too high. Yeah, I gotta get some different kind of bender. I can't bend it with my hands tight enough. Anyway, you get the idea what's going to happen here. That's going to stick in there, and it's going to be sticking above the fuselage. I want to stick up about there, not up here. So I'll have to get it hotter so it bends easier. And there we go. It's coming. Just keep working it. That's too high. Maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just leave it as is. Because it's fine as is. It'll work either way. Anyway, that's annealing brass. I got 2 more sets of them wheels coming because you can't find them anywhere. Oh yeah, gonna be beautiful. I'm almost tempted to show you I could bring it up from here, but I really want that extra depth. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this evening. I appreciate you standing by to stand by. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for the super chat, RC Fred. Really helps. And soon we'll be flying this baby. I'll be able to glue the flaps on in St. Louis. Get her bench trimmed. Yeah, you think I do, Yogi. I just do what I can do. We'll get back to work on the Magnum too. I think I'm going to build a whole new fuselage for it. I don't like how it's coming out. I'll do that in St. Louis. So the Christmas program is going to be starting Monday or Saturday, excuse me. Saturday at John starts the Christmas program. We're going to paint a coat of clear on this. I'm going to spend Sunday driving back to St. Louis, or actually no, because I want to stop at Wicks. Monday driving back to St. Louis, and Monday night we'll have the first installment of the Christmas issue, and then we're going to start building the Sig Magnum. I'll get it framed out, ready to go. I'm going to tote another 2 airplanes back home. Got many trips to make. Many trips. It's going to take a miracle to get all this crap out of here. It's amazing what you can accumulate in 5 years, 6 years. I got so much shit here, it's ridiculous. Alright, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.